gentlemen, welcome to a new video. My name is Roy and today we're going to look at quarterfinal 2 qualifiers from Eesti Laul. Yes, as you can see, I'm in a different setting, yes. I went to my parents for the weekend and a few more days after even, because I have a few days off. And so I'm in their home and I wanted to record it anyway. So here we are with some animals. Yes. I'm going to react to the 5 that qualified. I just listened to the 5 other ones that didn't make it. Not necessarily big surprises. I thought Viral, I mean, it would stand out, but would it win Eesti Laul? No, I don't think so. I don't think it is modern or maybe good enough to win the overall competition. Would it have been cool to have it through for the diversity? Definitely. So in that regard, it is definitely a bit unfortunate. Desiree, she had a lovely voice, but a very mediocre song. Silver, yeah, it was very vibey, very nice to listen to, but also it wouldn't really stand out in the competition, I would say. With Anne-Marlene, yes, it is drum and bass, but it's very poorly written. Yeah, I'm sorry, it is not that amazing of a drum and bass song, and I love drum and bass, so let's say it like that. And Meister, he is such a character, but this song was really not it. So it makes sense that he didn't go through. But we do have 5 honors that did go through, and we will react to them in alphabetical order, starting with Andrei Zevakin featuring Grete Paia. Then we go to Helen, then we have Jeris, then Kaia-Liisa, Kesler, and finally Triin, Niitoja, and Frants, Tikerpuu. Yes, I'm not the best in Estonian. Let's say it like that. Yeah, without further ado, let's check out the first number song. Woo. The first song that we will be reacting to is by Andrei Zevakin featuring Grete Paia, and their song is called Nüüd, saab. Andrei Zevakin participated last year with the rapper Pluto, I think he was a rapper. Grete Paia also participated a few years ago, if I remember correctly, so this time they decided to collaborate and come up with this song. Yeah, I'm curious, it's in Estonian it seems like. Yeah, let's click play. Starts off very nice, radio-y. His voice is very soothing, I would say. I don't really remember how good he was live. I remember the performance of their song last year wasn't necessarily the best. It was good, but not the best. So let's hope that that changes this year. So Grete is now joining him as sort of a backing vocal, maybe. A duet it is. Will she have her own part? I would imagine so. Yep, there we go. With a trap breakdown, oddly enough. With the hi-hats. I think their voices sound very good together. Like, it's a nice contrast between the male and the female voice. You know, her voice is quite clear and his is more like raspy, so unclear, which gives a lovely contrast. What I will say is that the chorus is maybe a tad repetitive for my liking. But the instrumentals are enjoyable. Definitely. Oh. A bit of an unexpected ending there. Yeah, overall I think it's quite a cool song. It's well written. Like I said, the chorus is maybe a tad too repetitive for my liking. But I totally understand why it's qualified. It's definitely got a good quality. It's well produced. The finished product is well polished, and they fit really well together. Grete and Andrade, their voices really complement each other very well. Yeah, it's very enjoyable. I'm curious to see if they can make this lively on stage. The danger with such a song is that it often feels a bit flat when you perform it live. I really hope they can prevent that and just really have an outstanding performance that's lively and doesn't feel boring or plain or just flat. So yeah, I'm optimistically positive, let's say it like that. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. The next song that we're going to listen to is by the artist called Helen, and she will be singing Vaata, minu, poole. Or probably poole. It's cool that all of these songs are in Estonian. Like, Estonian is a really cool language and very, like, I don't know. As a language, it's like one of my favorite ones to listen to. It just sounds so intriguing. So it's always a plus when a song is in Estonian, even though I don't understand it. Yeah, Helen with Vaata, minu, poole. I don't know who she is really. So I think we should just listen to it. So yeah, let's click play. It's written by Carl Killing, it said. He was participating last year and also wrote another song in a competition last year. Interesting. It's like your kind of standard Eesti Laul entry where it's just there. I don't know. So far, nothing really stands out about this. The voice is okay. The beat is okay. The video is okay. The language is okay. It's okay. Yeah. It doesn't really spark super much interest with me. Maybe a bit more of a different demographic that this appeals to than me. It's a bit of a dated production. The beat's a bit She's okay. But no real outstanding vocals yet in the song. It just all kind of blends into one, and I'm afraid it will also blend into the background and fade into the background, maybe even. Yeah. I genuinely don't know what more to say. It's just okay. This is one of those songs that you're like, oh, it's nice to have it in the selection. It's fun. It's a cool listen, and then right after it has performed, you go on to the next one, which is maybe a fan favorite, and you're like, oh, I already forgot about the previous one. It's kind of how I feel about this one. I'm sorry. It's just okay. The third song that we will be listening to is by the artist named Jeris. I think. Jeris. Whatever. And the song is called Plaksuta. Plaksuta. I will continue trying to pronounce Estonian names and knowing I won't be able to. It's just the thing that comes with Eesti Laul, and honestly that makes it so much fun. Really. Like the shows, I think Estonia's commentary gives me the most enjoyment out of any of the shows that happen in Europe. Like Melodifestivalen has great hosts and great shows, but just the language of Estonian alone makes Estonian or Eesti Laul very enjoyable for me. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going way off track. Jeris, Plaksuta. Let's click play. Oh! Let's get some rap in there. What a charismatic guy. Let's go. First time. Oh, this is fun. The chorus doesn't necessarily pop out, but it's very smoothly written and very fun. I totally understand the disqualify. This is great. I just want to dance to this, really. And clap my hands. The danger with this one is the backing vocals. I feel like often with Eesti Laul, backing vocals are a bit of an issue because you really notice that they're there, and with backing vocals you shouldn't really notice that they're there, right? But that's just some microphone volume levels issue. But it's a very enjoyable song. If he can deliver this well live, then that would be absolutely wonderful. That is it already again. Yeah, that was a very enjoyable listen. I could definitely see myself listening to this song more than just only this time. He's a very charismatic guy. Or it seemed like it at least. His voice was really nice. It wasn't necessarily a very in-your-face rap song. I know Matt is not the biggest fan of rap music in general, but I have a hunch that he might even enjoy this one. I don't know if that is true. Let's ask him someday. Maybe on Friday. He might have a bad attitude. I digress. Yeah, it's just very enjoyable. It's a very easy listen, and I think a lot of people would just really enjoy this and might even vote for it, because I definitely think it would stand out. It's a rap song. It's very danceable, very joyful, very enjoyable in general. And I think Plaksuta might get a decent result in Eesti Laul. Would it win? I think it's just not enough for it to win. But it's definitely a really cool addition to the show, to the final. I hope it goes to the grand final. That would be cool. Yeah, I'm rooting for this. This is really cool. I enjoy this a lot. Yeah. Next. The penultimate song that we will be listening to is by the singer Kaia-Liisa Kesler. And her song is Vaikus. I know Vaikus is part of my favorite Estonian song, Kuula. Vaikus, something like that. I'm not Estonian, again. I'm not a singer as well. I mean, I guess you've noticed through some videos that I'm not a singer at all. But yeah, Kaia-Liisa Kesler is coming with Vaikus. Damn, that's a tongue twister. It really isn't. I just should pronounce words better. That's really it, I think. Yeah, let's just click play. The voice is really nice. I feel like this is gonna be a ballad. She even says Kuula. Oh. Oh. I can totally picture this on the stage. The backing vocals as well, joining in a bit. I heard you standing there just singing her lungs off. That's not how you say it, but it's fine. Ooh. The danger is that she's right now just kind of freestyling a little bit, which maybe live wouldn't necessarily come across as, okay, this is a new song, she's just trying to sing an already existing song while showing her vocals a lot. More as like a singing competition rather than a song competition. But her voice is incredible, and that is the main selling point about this song. Is it a groundbreaking ballad? I wouldn't say so. It is a bit artsy as well, which might not be for everyone. But yeah, I think you can really easily stage this and make this quite an epic performance. So there's definitely a lot of potential in it. Is it enough to win? I would say no. It just isn't as dynamic or as interesting as it could have been, maybe. Yeah, it's overall a really good song. I would definitely say she did a good job with this. And I totally understand why it's qualified, because it definitely does stand out, vocally especially. So yeah, good. The last one that we will be listening to is by Triin, Niitoja and Frants Tikerpuu, and their song is called Laululind. Yeah, I think we should just click play and see what this is about. Last song of the episode. Let's click play. For fuck's sake. Let's click play. Tonight it's gonna be another ballad. Their voices fit nicely together. It's like one soothing voice when you combine them, kind of. Oh. Oh. I really hope that in the next chorus, or the third, if there's gonna be a third, that it really make it explode and go in your face. Because their voices really have a good potential to be good. Because they're quite powerful together. And they sound good together. And like a minor note here is that this little part in between is maybe a bit underwhelming. But then the chorus does hit a bit harder, I would say. So there's its pros and its cons. It's quite a delicate song too. Definitely enjoying this. Now it doesn't take much to write a very engaging piece. It's just piano and a bit of a clap drum. It's just like a bit in between. I feel like it's also very singable. Even for me, a non-Estonian. I can try my best with some made-up lyrics. I don't understand Estonian, so unfortunately I don't know exactly what it is about. It either is about love or maybe like a love that has gone by, something like that, I would say. Yeah, that was a cool little ballad, and it doesn't take much, like I said before, to really write an engaging piece with that. You also can definitely go the wrong way and just make it boring, but this was quite not boring, and I guess that has to do with them being a duet. It already adds an extra element that you need to pay attention to with your brain, and for some people that is already enough, and for me it was already enough to just have that extra voice on top of quite a basic but good beat, and like it was delicately done. It definitely had the emotion that it needed to have, and yeah, I think this could be a really good performance if they both can sing really well live. I don't know, of course, because I've never heard them live, but we will find that out in the semi-finals, because they went through. Yes, and I get why. And there we have it, yes. Those were the 5 songs from Eesti Laul quarterfinal 2 that qualified. Do I agree with them? I think 4 out of the 5 were deserved again. The second one didn't do much for me personally. I think it's a tad bit old, maybe. I could have been more into that song that it really had right now. So maybe I would not have picked that one. I would have rather, wait, let me get all the artists again. I don't remember on top of my head. Go back, come on, come on. This setup is definitely different than usual. Maybe I would switch out Viralt just for the sake of diversity with Helen. But for the rest, the other 4, I definitely get why they qualified, and I think in general they were probably the 4 strongest songs of this quarterfinal. Yeah, so far Eesti Laul is shaping up to be really cool. These songs were a bit closer to each other than what the last one were. They were a bit more outstanding ones, like you had a rock song, you had Tikerpuu with a very good pop song, and I feel like I might struggle a tad bit more to remember these songs if I don't listen to them actively, which is maybe a tad bit of a danger, but also a lot of people will be listening to these songs for the first time whenever they appear in the semi-finals. Have we heard the winning song of Estonia yet? I don't think so. I really hope there will be 2... I think there's 2 more quarterfinals, right? I can look that up too. Yep, there's 2 more. So maybe in the last 2 quarterfinals we will be having the winner. I don't know. We'll find out in the next episode. And if you want to see that next episode, subscribe to the channel. Yes. Also give this video a like and comment what you thought of these songs. Did you enjoy them? Did you enjoy quarterfinal 2 more than quarterfinal 1? Did you think one of the non-qualifiers deserves to go through more than another? Let me know. I'd love to read them. Yeah, definitely would. But that's it for me today, and I guess I'll catch you in the next video. So, from me, today, goodbye.